Alright guys, welcome back. We're back here on DriveWise. It's been a few months, well, more than a few months since we've last posted. It's been ugly cold outside and it's finally decided to warm up today. It's 38 degrees out instead of negative something. So we're back here in the garage. We got the brand new, well, not so much brand new anymore, but new build that we did on our TikTok channel. Not a lot of videos posted, but I just built this new racing cart, painted it, a new motor, redid everything. It looks great, it runs great, except it's too slow for me. So we're gonna be taking this Predator, just normal Predator 212 off of it. We're gonna be throwing on from this race cart, we're putting the Predator Ghost on it. We're gonna be basically motor swapping this and this. And we're gonna hope this one goes a lot faster because I just like this frame way better than this one. So we're gonna be doing all that. We're gonna have to move this fuel tank over because the Ghost does not have a fuel tank on top of it. So all that's gotta come over. A few things about this that need a little bit of tweaking is right there. There's not much of a gap. So we're gonna have to lift the engine up a little bit, put some spacers in there, because this basically like almost rubs on there, and it actually has kind of rubbed, as you can kind of see there. So we're gonna lift that up higher, and maybe I do want to get some bigger tires for this too, because the difference between the frame and the street is not very much. And I've actually run into the problem where if I hit a bump too hard, you can see these motor mounts have come off and the engine just completely falls off. So that's not very good. And these engines are all gonna need tune-ups, carb cleans, everything done to them because they haven't run in months. None of this stuff has run in months. We even got the bike here. They all need tune-ups because they haven't run. It's February, so they haven't ran since like September, October, something like that. So yeah, stick along, join us for the ride. Let's get some motor swapping. One thing I also forgot to mention is another problem with this. I'm too small for this seat. So we just got this cheap seat off of Amazon. We're gonna swap the seats out. I really like this seat. It's got this, nice padding and everything on it. It's an actual like racing seat. But my ass and no one's ass that's gonna sit in this is gonna fit. So out with the old, and with just the cheap one for now.
Take this seat off. It's as simple as taking out these 4 nuts and bolts, and then the seat pops right out. Next, we're gonna go move on to the engine. It's just 2 bolts on one side, and then the other 2 bolts on the other side, and the engine should just pop right off. So now we're going to take the Ghost motor off the purple cart. It's the same thing as the regular Predator motor. 2 bolts on one side, 2 bolts on the other side, and then we also got to pull off the fuel lines and the throttle cable.
Alright, so we got both the engines off. We got the Ghost there, normal 212 here. We're going to put that up on here. We're going to have to flip the clutches around because that one for this cart is facing outwards, and this one's facing inwards. So I'm just going to probably end up just taking the 2 and flipping them because that one's a lot rusty and disgusting, and this one looks a little bit nicer. So we're gonna do that. I got kind of the seat temporarily here just to kind of see how it fits. I'm liking the way it fits so far. I'm gonna have to drill some holes through this. It's just plastic, so we can then screw it in down there and down there. Then we have a back support right here. So hopefully everything works out pretty well. I'm gonna have to figure out, take this fuel tank off. My goal is to probably mount it as low as I can right here so it's not like in the way of your legs at all while you're riding. But let's get to it.
So now to get the motor on, all you got to do is put the chain back over the clutch, put the 4 bolts in, mount it up. I'm putting spacers underneath the back engine bolt so it holds it up. So now we're just going to pull the bottom of the carburetor off, clean it all out, clean all the gunk out of the jets, and then hopefully it should start and fire right back up.
Alrighty guys, so the camera died, but for now, we've got the seat mounted. This is temporary. I ran out of, or I didn't realize I didn't have any more actual clamps to hold this. So this is just temporary to get this running. But seat's mounted, this is on here, engine's all good. And just puts some gas in here, and let's see if my carb cleaning did the job and see if it starts. All right, new day. We've got the motor up there for the purple cart. We're mounting the engine right here. All we gotta do with this one should be pretty simple. We just gotta connect the chain to it, kill switch, and throttle cable. So the only really minor adjustments we're gonna have to do is because on this, the clutch does not want to come off. It is like stuck on here. Obviously the bolt was out and there's nothing holding it down. Must just be like rusted or something onto the shaft. So we're gonna leave that as is. I actually like it better this way anyway. And then all we gotta do is then scoot the sprocket over just a little bit, line it up, and should be good to rip this thing too. And then we'll get both of them ripping.
So now I'm just going to loosen up the sprocket here, put the engine back on. Kind of, you can see how the chain's uneven. We're going to do a lot of banging on the sprocket, move it on over, and then clamp it on back down.
We got the engine all mounted up here. We got the chain, it's properly tensioned, and it's lined up. So now we got to tighten it down. Took the wheel off so I can get these mounts in here. Actually, that one's still a little loose. I can tighten that up. But now we're just gonna, like I said, tighten this back up to the axle, clean out the carburetor because I doubt this thing's gonna run. Just gonna give it a nice, good old cleaning anyway. Get the tire back on and hopefully start it back up. All right, had to clean it multiple times. It was really dirty in there, and we finally got it working. Idles great, runs great. So now let's get it off the ATV and let's take it for a ride on the street. So both carts actually worked pretty damn well. I was expecting something to break or go wrong with them, but they both have ran pretty good. The only problems we have with the blue one right here, there's a lot of temporary stuff on it. So like these zip ties gotta go. I had to get straps and actually mount that correctly. Because I broke one of the seat mounts to hold the seat up. The seat isn't held up right, so we got this under it so he doesn't scrape and hit the ground because it was sliding back and then my ass was bouncing off the ground. But other than that, this thing runs really nice. This thing I've had zero issues with mounting this onto it. It's just I might want to get a quieter exhaust because this is loud as hell. And I don't think my neighbors really like me because of it. But other than that, this one's pretty good. That one needs a little bit of work done to it, but they both run really damn smooth. So I know there wasn't a top speed or anything in this video. Go check out the DriveWise TikTok, link in the description below. I'm going to put a comparison between the top speeds and accelerations between both these carts on there. But thank you everyone for watching today's video. I hope you guys liked the video. Comment, subscribe, do whatever. And DriveWise is back. We got some fun things coming up in the near future. But until next time, we'll see you later.